Hello, I would like to introduce a battle with BC25T in which I have received the first mark of excellence. Although I am a top tier tank, I will prefer to play support because being with Batchet in the first line typically means you are the first back in the garage. So I will start playing on a TD's position and I'll wait until I reload my clip. From this position you can typically shoot at opponent's scouts or opponent's TDs, which typically occur at h4, g4. I would love to shoot this scout, but unfortunately still a few seconds to complete my clip reload. Opponent's pattern has been spotted, but I don't have a fair chance to hit him. Once a UDES is spotted, I prefer to shoot at UDES, having no armor and being a large target. I also tried to shoot at pattern, but unfortunately only one hit penetrated. The other was not a hit, and the last shot was an attempt to do a pixel shot, but with the Batchet's accuracy this is typically impossible. I started a reload and decided to relocate into the city. But already in this moment I was thinking, do I really want to do it? Batchet doesn't have any armor, so being in a first line is typically not a good idea. So I have decided to stop by corner of this building and use the bush or the tree as a cover. All time which I have been waiting here if opponent's tank will spot around the corner, I was still thinking whether I want to do it. Opponent's Type 5 or Jagdpanzer haven't been spotted yet, and these tanks are typically not what I want to meet frontally. Frontally I will have a hard time to penetrate their armor, and virtually I have no armor compared to their guns. So all the time I was thinking, do I want to really be here? And then decided, okay, I'm a top tier, I shall go forward. And now the Type 5 was spotted. So I was thinking, okay, I'll wait here for a few seconds if there will be any opponent spotted, which is easy for me to be penetrated. And then I have decided to retreat and play the support role. Here we can see the Centurion 5-1 is spotted, but I think it's impossible to clip him out. It will take me a lot of my hit points. In the meantime, I have noticed we have a problem on 2 line in the corridor, and our Centurion 7-1 is already retreating and calling for help. In the meantime, as I travel to the corridor, I'm trying to find a shot on spotted targets, but unfortunately I don't have a fair chance of hitting, so I'm not even trying to shoot. You can see that into the corridor object 430 went for support of Centurion 7-1, and I'm trying to get there as fast as possible to use my clip capacity. We can see that there are 2 tanks for a one shot, but unfortunately the first tank which occurs in my side of view is the Moushen. I rushed the first shot to avoid being hit by Moushen, and from the 3 shots I only was able to penetrate 1. Also the last shot to the cheek of the turret was not penetration. I went for a reload and thought of escaping, but it seems we have no problem in the city, so maybe I shall reconsider and return to the corridor. I'm trying not to be spotted and surprise the opponents. With Batchet, what you need to keep in mind is you only have few degrees of depression. So I'm trying to find an angle where the gun depression will be usable. I am able to take out opponent's pattern, but as I am spotted, immediately I'm trying to find an arty shadow. Once I think I'm not spotted, I'm returning to corridor, and it seems I may have a chance to hit the mouse hand into the side of the turret, but unfortunately he started turning the turret and I don't have a chance to penetrate him. Luckily our FV4005 comes to support us. Opponent's IS-3 is coming for me, and for me it's an easy target. FV will take away the mouse hand, and I will use my one shot in the clip to hit opponent's Panther. I went for a reload, and as I am being spotted, I'm trying to be in artillery shadow. Our FV decided to go for a Panther. I'm still having some 20 seconds to complete the reload, and I would like to support the FV and take out the Panther. I hope that Panther will try to escape through the corridor and will drive in front of my gun. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. FV decided to go aggressively for the Panther, and I'll try to support him. FV missed the shot and now will try to ram kill the Panther. I'm finishing the Panther and immediately I'm searching for artillery cover. I don't want to fight on the ridge because having no gun depression for ridge fighting and having no armor, I don't want to expose myself. I'm going for a reload and returning to the city where we seem to be losing. Let me mention a great job done by Leve, T28 prototype and T92, spotting the city and fighting the tanks coming from the city. They asked me for support and I replied that I'm still on a reload. Once I finish my reload, I start working out the Type 5. The Type 5 spotted me, and now I have a great luck. He only hits me for 290 hit points. I'm trying to find a cover behind the Centurion and continue working on Type 5. Here I'm only having one in the clip and think, shall I wait until he leaves the cover or shall I reload? After a while I decide to go for a reload. Opponent's T30 is spotted in the city, so I'm going into position to be able to use my first shot from the clip to finish the T30. As you can see, the T30 was finished by our team, so I'm waiting to finish my reload and go for Type 5. Unfortunately, Type 5 is showing me the frontal armor, which will be almost impossible for me to penetrate. So I need to get to his side. Here I am lucky he missed me, and as I've already mentioned, you can see how our allies are just working him out. Now it's quite an easy shot. Type 5 tries to maneuver, but it's impossible to outmaneuver such a heavy tank against Badger. At this moment I've decided to go forward because I have almost full HP, and in fact I can work as a scout. On the other hand, the remaining Jagdpanzer can hit me for 1000 hit point by default, and the artillery can finish me. So at this moment I have decided to wait a bit to complete my clip reload and to wait for my allies to accompany me. But since both opponents are being spotted, I've decided to go for them. I plan to use the first shot from the magazine for the artillery and to use remaining shots in the clip for Jagdpanzer. At this moment I focused the artillery, but the shot didn't hit. So I have used the remaining rounds for the Jagdpanzer. I went for a reload and thought, okay, the artillery can still be a threat for my allies. So I shall get behind the artillery and prevent him from shooting. Unfortunately, artillery spotted me, so I have to try to ram him. It was a ram kill. 280 for 211, that's fair trade, and I'll try to ram kill as well Jagdpanzer. Oh, it didn't work. I've lost almost 700 HPs and didn't do any harm whatsoever to the Jagdpanzer. So I had to wait for a clip reload to finish him out. I waited for the results. I hoped to get an ice tanker. Unfortunately, it was only first class, but I was very happy to receive my first mark of excellence. In the results screen we can see that the complete damage done was 6,843, 6 kills, 1,130 base XP, and although I played without the premium account, I have some small profit. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.